right, here we go.
Right.
What's up, product?
What's up?
So we got the product over here. He's gonna keep us abreast of the Bellator, what's going on. See, when he's looking back, he's not trying to ignore you, everybody. What he's doing is he's trying to see Paul Daly.
Tough first round to call, honestly. Paul got taken down early. A lot of ground game, but Paul actually got some reversals out of it.
I gotta say, Paul grew on me as he aged. Like the one fight where he really was getting murdered and he came back, like you know, because at the beginning it was so like annoying and zero ground game, couldn't get up ever, and just like almost like gave up. He kind of grew on me as he aged, Paul Daly. I gotta say,
right.
So, but you know, is it really his last fight? I feel like I've heard this a couple times now.
I feel like it is. He's what, 60-some fights in. I think this might be it.
He's like 60 years old too.
Right.
Yo, a question for you, product. I was
Gotcha.
reading on Twitter, some girl posted that Chandler's knockout was a fluke. I'm telling you, that's just bait. I think I read the thread a bit, like fluke. I mean, like, look, when you throw a strike like that, there's skill involved, there's some luck involved, and there's some like you know, but like it's not a fluke. Tony was going to get knocked out at some point in that fight.
It might have been a fluke on Tony's part for catching a kick straight up the middle with his chin. Yeah. But other than that, no, I don't think so.
Like somebody froze it. Like when he's like this, when the kick comes in, it could have been an uppercut later. Like right, like it could have been like Tony's not known for defense.
No, he gets dropped in his fights. It's not like a myth. Do you guys remember the Lando Venata fight? Lando Venata was like a short replacement.
Right.
He came in there, I want to say it was like the first round. He actually hit like a spinning kick or something crazy and dropped Ferguson, and everyone like blew up.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. All right, so we're about to get into this card. I know Octagon Bets was psyched about this fight weekend. He's in a car on his way to a gala, so you know, I guess he's not going to give us what he wants, but
just sounds fancy.
Yeah, he's fancy. We decided he's Batman, right?
Right.
All right, so let's get to it. We got Jan Blachowicz. We've talked a little bit of DMs about this and Rakic. It's kind of a fun fight. You know, got the old guard versus the new guard, really, right? I mean, how old is Rakic? 27?
Let's he's young.
Yeah. And Jan's been around. I mean, Jan lost to, you know, Gustafsson. Like, Jan has been around a long time, you know? He is not young. So this is last. I did this before. I didn't do it this week. I had fell down to 63.9%. I'm actually back up. I had a good week last week. I think you did too, right? You had a decent week, or no?
I did all right. It wasn't the weekend it was before. Weekend before that was nice. Rakic. But Alexander is 30. He's 30.
Okay.
So he's hitting like that good, you know, meat of his career.
Yeah, for light heavyweight, that's pretty young, I guess, because you could be 38. So this was a stat. You know, you're at 60% now, product. Like you're back. You're back. This is before last week. So you might have dipped again. I'm not sure. I had 9 right of the 13 or 14. I had more than bets, but he was right with me because of he must have been more perfect or something. We're all pretty good though. 63, 65, 60. You know, not bad. And you saw I won on that horse, right? You see that?
Yeah, good stuff,
bro. My brother-in-law's girlfriend is a horse vet, and she saw that horse walk by. And she's like, "That's the long shot." So she put some money on it. So I just did $2 to win, $4 to win show, and then I did stop it, and then I did $4 to win place, and it won like $590, bro.
80 to 1. Come on, you know.
Yo, when he went it through, I was like, was that horse? And it was. Right. So, all right, so let's get to it here while you're trying to check the Bellator. We got Maximov and Petrovsky.
Oh!
What happened? What happened?
Daly was just getting grappled the entire time. So this is like end of round 2. He gets up. He's got the other guy against the cage. He's just swinging for the fences. And it looks like he just grazed his chin. And he drops Oh,
Who got dropped?
the other guy, not Daly clipped him.
Nice. Did he get up?
I don't think so.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Yo, Paul Daly keeps doing it.
I gotta see that one again. I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man.
Anyway, so let's get to this fight. We got Maximov, who was he a prelim headliner or a co-main event for a fight night or something? He's Diaz's boy, right?
Yeah, he just fought someone decent and actually won. I think
And
I
he
actually
won
picked
by
against
split
him.
decision, I think.
Yeah.
So he's fighting this guy who's 7-1. I don't think he's been in the UFC at all. He's from Pennsylvania. They pulled him out of somewhere. I got Maximov by decision. He doesn't finish guys, it looks like, too often. But he went from the first fight on a fight night that really doesn't have. I mean, he has a couple fights, all the way like he's at the first fight. I swear he was like a prelim headliner, and now he won. He didn't lose. He won, and they moved him back. So I guess they just put him wherever he wants. What do you have in this one?
I'm going Maximov, and so mainly, and this is what I'm going to bet as well. I actually know. So one of the guys that the guy that gave Petrosky his only loss, I've talked to several times, interviewed him, Aaron Jeffries. Tough grinder, like he just grinds things out. He's in your face the entire time. And Maximov is the same exact style of fighter. So he's going to be in Andre's face the entire time. And I'm going to take Maximov for probably decision or a submission, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, submission.
Gets pretty tired.
Yeah, style. Yo, we got just my 2 cents. And then we got him. Daly just face planted him. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Detonated with that Simtax on his face. Yeah. Yo, and again, not a guy that I used to root for, but I root for him now. Go ahead, Paul Daly.
That's fun. Right. that's fun. The way to go out and retire too. You know,
that's fun.
They're in London right now. Like that's how you do it.
All right. Next up, we got this Carlos Candelario, who looks like he's 12 in that picture. And he's fighting a guy who's almost 12. Tatasoro Tyro's 22 years old. He's got to be one of the younger guys in the roster from Japan. He's 10-0. I'm going Taira by submission. How you like that?
I'm also going with Tatsuru by KO, though. I'm going to say first round KO.
Okay.
I like this one.
Yeah. You know, I got to say, the 22-year-olds lose a lot in the UFC, though. Hopefully he'll be all right. Next, so we got Angela. What's her nickname again? Overkill Hill. Yeah, she always got some different hair. She's got real annoying voice. She's fighting this chick who kind of manly, Verna Jabroni.
This is the Rob Schneider. This is the chick that everyone says looks like Rob Schneider.
Yo, looks like Rob Schneider, right? You know, Angela Hill's a lot older than she doesn't really age. She looks the same. She's been in a lot of tough fights. I have her by decision in a slight upset. She loses a lot of split decisions. Like her record's 13-11. I think they're all like split decision losses. So I got her by decision. What do you got?
This one's tricky. I feel like they both have similar styles. They're kind of like stutter step, you know, fighters are really like amped up and in your face too. I just feel like Jandiroba is going to have a better ground game, and we're going to see a little more of that. So I'm going to go with probably a split decision, but Jandiroba on this one.
There you go.
For all you bettors out there, Angela Hill has, I think, the most split decisions in UFC.
Yeah.
So if you're picking a fight, look to split decisions.
I wonder what the over is on this, because like she's always goes to decision.
It's got to be a decision.
Yeah, it's got to be. All right, so we disagree on that one. That's okay. Though. All right, next up we got so Michael Johnson again, and somebody that like used to be fighting in like pretty like high up on a fight card. He's back, and he's only 35. I feel like Michael Johnson should be 45. So he's a slight favorite. He's lost 4 in a row. There's a lot of red up on these two guys, Alan Patrick and him. There's a lot of red on the Tapology here. 19-7 versus 15-3, but 15-3, this guy's lost like all 3 in a row. Looks like, or a draw and 2 losses, even fight almost. I'm gonna go with the experience here of Johnson. I'm gonna say he's back, second round KO. What's up, TKO?
I'm also going Johnson on this one, but because I feel like he's supposed to lose and he should lose.
Right.
And the data's probably going to say that he's supposed to lose, and that's when he wins.
Right.
Johnson wins when he's supposed to lose.
What do you have him by?
I'm thinking like a late round finish. I'm gonna say like a late finish.
All right, there you go. So
we'll do KO round 3. We'll do KO.
Now here's a sexy time fight, right? We got Andrea Lee. She looks very cute. She looks a little muscular. What's up with that Chinese bikini top she's wearing? It's like that's
the Russian Hammer.
The Soviet.
Yeah, the Soviet.
What is that about?
I don't know.
What the hell is she doing? And anyway, so the other girl's 35, 33. I have Lee by decision.
I'm also going to lead by decision. There'll probably be a lot of striking and moving around, but Lee's pretty good on her feet.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got now to the main card. This dude's giving the 2 middle fingers, okay? You see him? So he's 8-0. I actually picked him because of the 2 middle fingers, bro. Like I don't even know anything about this guy, Hadley. He looks like a hooligan that would fall out of the bar at a soccer game.
Yeah.
You know? And then and be talking a lot of shit, have 3 teeth, and maybe win the fight versus 4 dudes in the street, maybe lose. He don't care, right? So I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with him by decision. What do you got?
So I did not look into this one too much. I think for the sake of fun. And it looks like Nascimento has that win-loss record.
Right.
He might be due for a win. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with him. I'll pick him on this one. I'll say maybe decision.
So you're gonna go against the dude with the 2 middle fingers. I'm
gonna go against the middle fingers because the guy looks surprised in the pictures. Maybe he's getting flipped off and he's surprised. I don't know.
And that's what it does look like.
Right.
It looks like their Tapology pictures are like looking at each other. Like he's double fingering him, and the other guy's like,
right. Bro. I like it.
All right. Next up, we got Frank Camacho versus Miguel Torres. Not Miguel Torres. Sorry, Miguel Torres is somebody else. Looks like him though, with the mullet. Manuel Torres, Mexico fighter, minus 155 versus Camacho, who's plus 130. Now Camacho, he's got 4 losses out of 5, but Camacho's fought some good dudes.
Yeah.
I was looking at his things. I'm like, oh man, he fought him. He's fought some real dudes. I can't remember because I did this a couple of days ago, but he fought real guys. And I think Torres is only a contender guy, maybe one contender UFC fighter or something like that. So I'm going on strictly who this is like horse racing, who he's been in there with, even though he's lost. He's only 32. I don't know if I think he's pretty durable, right? Was Camacho durable? Yeah, so I'm gonna go with him on decision that he's got more experience. So I got Camacho a slight upset.
I think I'm gonna go with Torres on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's completely he's got half the experience that Camacho does. So I probably shouldn't pick it, but I just feel like this will be it'll be a pace fight. Whoever's pace is set first wins this one.
All right. Well, there you go. So we disagree on that, but we'll see. All right, now we got Chikugan versus Amanda Ribas. Now I know this is Chikugan, if you like a muscular woman. And Ribas is pretty hot. The boys on Twitter love her. I think she's okay, but I mean, she's got a nice body. Her face is okay. So Chikugan is another one who's fought like really high level people over her career, right? Like she's and I almost picked against her. I had Ribas dialed in, and then I'm like, man, she's only got 4 losses, and they're all to like the best chicks,
killers.
So I think she lost by a body shot by somebody, right?
But it was Andrade.
Yeah, but
it was bad.
It was a nasty body shot, right? So other than that, I think she's pretty durable. She's only lost 4 fights out of 21. She's from Jersey, right? It says Jersey, but I don't think she's really from Jersey, but it says Jersey there. Anyway, I'm gonna go Chikugan by decision over Ribas, who is like one of these, like again, these prospects that just can't really fully get over where they're supposed to be, and Chikugan's like a gatekeeper almost, but a very good record gatekeeper. So I'll go her.
She is. She's definitely an East Coast person. A lot of her stuff and a lot of the trainers that I follow and stuff on Instagram and whatnot, like they're all East Coast and they always have them there. I'm gonna go with Caitlin on this one. I feel like, and she also got a big reach advantage as well. So when someone is like a good striker and they know how to like circle, jab, and use that reach advantage, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. So
I'm going to go decision though, but Caitlin by decision over Ribas.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yep.
Yeah, I have by decision too. All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think she's very strong, right, Caitlin? Like she's very strong female. So yeah, Ribas, and it's 150. Yeah, so Ribas is really this is 115 fighter. This fight's at 125 or what?
I thought it was. I mean, but again, she knows how to use her reach and her sprawls really well too for being like her long body.
Yeah,
she's really good at sprawling like that. So it's hard to do that when you're a shorter person too.
Yeah. Our next one we got. This is the third fight I think from the top. We got Smolka, who's again win-loss guy, win-loss. What he does, right? He's always in a pretty good fight. Like he's in a good fight. And Davy Grant was actually in the spaces of J-Specs, the spaces. He was there, right. And we got to talk to him a little bit. Like I like when I got time to get in there. Like if I'm not rushing to get the fight and I jump into spaces. He had Davy Grant and he had a couple other dudes in there, and Grant was talking a bit, with his accent and stuff. Like, and I don't know. Sometimes when I like get to like talk to them and meet them, I start to I'll go for them because of that. But he's also a pretty big favorite, Grant. But Smolka is no slouch. I'm gonna go Grant by decision, but if you want to, this might be the one you want to put money on if you have a bet, because Smolka is not a slouch.
Right. The only thing I don't like with Smolka is like he's one of those kill or be killed type of guys, which is good and bad. I mean, it's good for if you're a fight fan and you're watching his fights because they're always going to be high octane. Always. But if you're betting, you're sweating the whole time.
Always.
I got to go with Grant. I'm going to say round 2 KO or TKO. Round 2.
You going with Grant?
Grant.
Yeah.
But someone's going down.
Yeah. Well, and who are Grant's 2 losses to? I forgot. Because he lost 2 in a row. I remember.
Here we go. It is so he lost a split decision to Adrian Yanez, which is tough.
Yeah.
Then he lost a decision, a unanimous to Marlon Vera, the Cheeto. So.
Oh. Okay. And we saw what Cheeto could do, obviously, right?
Right.
All right, so next we got Ryan. This is the co-main event. Ryan Superman Span versus Ian Cutelaba. Now, Cutelaba is the guy that got pummeled twice by, who was it?
Was it Ankalaev?
Ankalaev, yeah. Like the first one was questionable and the second one was not. It
wasn't even close.
Yeah. And Cutelaba, he does look like the dude is jacked up like Moldova, like a Russian-looking dude, just mean-looking dude. And Span, of course, is he's a solid pro fighter. And he's been on the roster, I think, a while, and he's a solid pro, kind of like a Bobby Green or even Michael Johnson. Like, he's a solid pro, makes his living, does his thing, and never going to be champ kind of dude. But Cutelaba is, I guess, the same, right? Of just the Russian version of him, right? Yeah, and I'm surprised that this line is that is pretty close. I guess Ion, they've kind of dropped off of what they think of him a bit, and they're both ranked similar, 16 versus 19. I got Cutelaba by submission, but I would love to see Span win.
I got Cutelaba as well. I feel like it's going to be a slower paced fight. Like in my mind, I think it's going to be a faster one because that's how Cutelaba fights or how he has been fighting. But like his last 2 fights, he's been trying to save some energy a little better. So I see him winning a unanimous decision, but it'll be a decision.
You got Cutelaba?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, last one. So this is it, and then the product has said he's going to cross over to the other show, the reaction show.
I got you.
Stuff right there. You're going to like that. You're going to have a good time with this. So we got Jan versus Rakic. Now, I like Jan, and I knew he was going to be Reyes. I won money on that because he was an underdog. I knew that. Like, too much man, right?
Right.
But I know he's average. I know he's the product of John Jones leaving. Like, anybody that says he's not can they can argue this shit till their face turns. I don't really care what they think, really. Like, and Jan is a solid pro, like, but he's a product of Gustafsson getting worn out by dudes and leaving, and John Jones leaving, or being John Jones and DC bouncing. Like DC would just maul Jan, bring him down, maul him, you know. So
Jan hit the lottery because John Jones left, DC left, Gustafsson left.
Right.
Then he had to fight guys like Luke Rockhold.
Right. And right at the time where he's 37, 38, where like he's running out of time. But he's the last man standing that's a man.
Yep.
Right. Yep. That being said, Rakic is one of these there's 4 of those dudes that all remind me of the same. Yuri Rakic, they all remind me of the same. And he's like the high flyers, these guys I call them. They come in and I can't keep them all straight sometimes. So I just think Jan is average, and sometimes that's good enough. I think it's not this time, but I wouldn't argue with somebody if they said it is good enough. But I don't want to hear anybody say he's above average. He's not. He's average fighter, and he's a product of what I just said. But I do have Rakic by decision because I like the new blood to kind of take over. I like when the baton is handed. But so what do you got?
Yeah. Same. It's going to be a decision because I also feel like he's going to do a lot of grappling with Jan, and he's probably going to win those grappling exchanges as well. So, Alexander by decision, unanimous.
All right, cool. There it is. All right, so I'm going to send you the link for the reaction show. Everybody can. Cool. Everybody's in there. We got all 2 people. Anybody that's over there, people want this reaction show. Though I've seen them on Twitter. This is going to be a big one, and now we got the product coming. So I'm going to take us. Go ahead. I'm going to take us out, and then we'll continue over there.
Okay.
All right. Boom.